Hello, team. Well, past few days have been a little tough. Hurricane Sandy really put a hurting on the New York area. My school, praise God, nothing was dry as a whistle. But unfortunately, one town over from me, Howard Beach, was devastated. Literally, cars were floating down the boulevard. Right now, the National Guard's over there, and it's under protection by them. Well, I have a word for everyone. It's very easy for us to get down in times like these. But I have a word for everyone that I really want you to think about. The word is faith. Napoleon Hill, in his book, Think and Grow Rich, states that faith is the only antidote to failure. We can get down. We can say, how on earth are we going to get past this? We can say, boy, I'm going to have a dozen families lining up at my place and all these different things. Well, remember, you are what you think about most of the time. So if you're thinking about what can possibly happen on the negative side, well, guess what? You're not going to be surprised. So here's the thing. We got to discipline our disappointments and, again, discipline our thoughts. Faith is the only antidote to failure. Okay, we have to be faithful. Remember the definition of faith. Faith is the ability to see the invisible, believe the incredible, and then we'll be ready to receive what the masses call impossible. All right? There's always opportunity. With every challenge is opportunity. Tony Robbins says that as you improve the quality of your questions, so shall you improve the quality of your answers. So what you have to do is sit down, like Mr. C taught us long ago, tap the pencil and say to ourselves, okay, where lies the opportunity in what's happening right now? What are the opportunities that are laying before me? I'll tell you one right now: retention. I put out a video yesterday expressing my concern. Families have given me shout outs. We followed it up with a phone call. We called every last family in our academy, and we've done our absolute best to connect. And it's going a long way as far as PR. Now, are we doing it for PR? Absolutely not. I'm sincerely concerned for every family. I have two families that have lost their homes, 5 feet of water in their living room. And the kids were doing the backstroke. So, again, there's opportunity here, right? We, connect with our students, retain our students. Also, if somebody's house was or family was devastated, what are you prepared to do for them? I have a long-standing policy. Anybody comes under hardship who's been with me for a year or better gets a quarter on the cuff, no questions asked. And I do that, again, not for PR, not for anything, but just for the opportunity to be of service. That's another opportunity, right? Being of service. Remember that the word deserve comes from the words of service, or from service, excuse me. Next, your host beneficiaries. You should be calling all your host beneficiaries and just making sure they're okay. Their stores take a hit. It would be very inappropriate to show up with rack cards, and they don't even have power, wouldn't it? So I would just stop by all the stores and just personally come by, hey, just making sure you guys are okay. Is there anything I can do to help you out? Next, again, just look at it is this, once we team up, we don't give up. Well, if that's one of your catchphrases or mottos, okay, well, is it just a catchphrase? Is it just a motto? Or is it part of your identity? Is it really part of who you are? Guys, bottom line, it's time to walk our talk. So you need to be faithful. And then you got to be persistent, right? What are the opportunities? Walk around the neighborhood. What's the opportunities? There has to be an opportunity. If you're walking around looking for opportunity, you're going to find it. If you're walking around looking for devastation, you'll find that. Think about this. Make faith your state. And I'm going to see you guys at the top. God bless.